like, no, she not trying to compare what I did to premeditated murder.
Say you doing better, I heard you. Now you run your mouth and say I ain't deserving. Pretty bitch, yeah, it's usual. Say no hard feelings, well it's mutual.
Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. As y'all can see, today's video is gonna be a story time, y'all. I've been ready to get this one off my chest because this situation really irritated me, like, for real. So y'all, disclaimer real quick before I get started. This story, you don't have to watch my last story time to watch this one, but it's gonna like kind of tie into the other story time a little bit. So if you want the full details of, you know, everything, go watch that last story time, but then come back and watch this one. I'm gonna leave it in the description box, and there's also gonna be another story time surrounding this same job once I'm done telling this story. But yeah, I'm gonna be giving a little details of that story too, like the next story time I'm gonna tell. I ain't gonna do too much because I don't want to like spoil all of it. But yeah, so I don't know exactly what the title gonna be of this story yet, but this story is about me confronting my coworker and how I basically got fired from my job. So y'all, from the last video, I got the paper in my car where I wrote down the name, so I'm gonna see what I named them. I was gonna use people's real name. I'm still gonna use some of their real names, but the people from the last story time, I'm gonna keep the same names. Okay, y'all, so the beginning of the story, I gotta do just a little bit of background of the last story time, because the person I'm gonna be talking about, who is the main, I guess you can call antagonist of this story time, is gonna be this girl named Cece. Okay, that was her nickname. I ain't gonna take out her government name, but that was her nickname, so we just gonna call her that. So yeah, background information on the last little story. I already did not like Cece because of that last incident that happened. First of all, when she first introduced herself, when I first started working there, she introduced herself as troublemaker. So immediately she was on my radar, like, stay away from you. So yeah, like, who says that? Let's be for real. So the lady from the last story time that came up to my car after work, like she was ready to fight me, I call her Isabella. The bald-headed girl who was my coworker as well, name was I call her Doja, and my friend, I call her Lil Bit. So Cece decided to get into that whole drama that was happening with Isabella, Doja, and Lil Bit. That whole like little situation that Isabella started up. She decided to get in where she didn't fit in and try to be messy, but we already know why, because she calls herself troublemaker. So clearly she wanted to get into the trouble, okay? So she ended up intervening in that situation. Like I said, if y'all want the whole details of the situation, go watch the last story time. She ain't do nothing major, but she still came over there being messy and being a part of the problem. So like I said, at first she was on my radar. I didn't like dislike her or anything because she hadn't done nothing to me. But when she got involved in that, I was just like, I don't like her. Like, anybody who got involved in that situation, I did not like after that, okay? Also, I told y'all in that last story time that most of the people that was involved in this did not even work in my work area. But their work area had so little work that probably like a couple hours into work, they was coming to our area and staying for the rest of the day. So I saw these people every day, you know. But I was never worried about Cece, y'all, because she was like on the other side in the back somewhere at her table. My table was in the front that I was on, so I wasn't really worried about her. She would come in there, she would go to every table trying to be seen. She was really an attention seeker. She would go to everybody's table saying good morning, good morning, good morning, whatever. I would say good morning just because, you know, I was just trying to be nice, y'all, which I really had to stop doing. But I would just try to be nice with people and try to be cordial, keep the peace, you know, like, you ain't bother me, I won't. I was finna say, if you don't bother me, I don't bother you, but people be bothering me, and I still don't be trying to bother them back, y'all, because honestly, I'm gonna insert this TikTok that I seen, y'all. Like, I'm the type of person, I don't cause no problems. But if you want it to be a problem, it can be a problem. But I don't really want there to be a problem, y'all, because I really feel like I would knock somebody out. Like, I really do feel like I would knock somebody out. Like, I just don't even be trying to take it there for real, y'all. Like, I'm not a fighter. Like, I don't want to fight people, especially because I don't even be having no problem. People be having a problem with me, and that's when I end up with the problem.
No, I don't think you
I don't ever want a problem. But when they say they want a problem, I say no problem. That's it.
But like I said, I be trying to keep it cool, especially because 9 times out of 10, it's always something with work, y'all. Like, I don't really be going out like that. So all of my little drama and like incidents I get into is always at work, and I'm always trying to just keep it cool, keep it cute, you know. So one day we was at work, the lights went out, and they was telling everybody to come to the front of our work area to like gather up as a group because they was gonna walk us to the break room. So some of us had already walked up to the front, and we was waiting on everybody else to come on up there so we can get to walk in. Cece decides that she wanna walk past me and bump me. Yeah, she got bold. Mind y'all, like I said, I didn't have a problem with her besides the fact that she got to that drama. I just didn't like her. And also in that story time, I told y'all how I went to HR and I name dropped everybody. So I'm pretty sure they probably talked to her. I don't know if they talked to all those people that I name dropped, but if I'm gonna go and tell a story, I'm gonna tell the full story, okay? So yeah, I name dropped everybody and I didn't care. So I don't know if, you know, maybe they want to talk to her about this situation or whatever, and maybe just as much as I didn't like her, she didn't like me. I mean, she already was clearly a hater. So yeah, I don't know if they told her that she just really didn't like me after that or what the situation was, but she just decided to bump me out of nowhere. So when she bumped me, I'm just like, bitch, I mean, I'm trying not to curse. I'm like, first of all, you pussy, because why are you bumping me in the dark when the lights are out? I don't know, it was giving me the same energy as when the last woman walked up to my car after work when we was in here all day for 8 hours. Why you ain't say nothing in my face? Now, why do you want to bump me in the dark? Did you not think I was gonna see you? Like, y'all know how, like, if the lights go out or if it get dark, like, your eyes, like, they, like, immediately start to, like, adjust to that, you know, I was gonna say the lightness, but you know how your eyes immediately start to adjust. So it's like, it's dark, girl, but I can see, like, I ain't blind. So y'all, she bumped me, and all I did, y'all, was just look. I stared at the back of her head, y'all. She did not turn around. She didn't say nothing. She just bumped me and kept walking. And then, like, she ended up just, like, standing there. Like I said, didn't say nothing to me, didn't turn around, didn't say excuse me, nothing. Y'all just bumped me and kept walking. So I'm like, okay. At that moment, I didn't do nothing, y'all, because I don't know, y'all. I told y'all I'm not no fighter. Like, I really don't be trying to fight nobody. And I really be wanting somebody to do something that's not pussy. Like, if you want to fight me, come to me face to face. If you want to fight me, hit me.
If you don't like me, little bitch, knuckle up.
Why are you gonna try to bump me and act like you didn't do it? Like, it's just giving weak. Like, and I just don't condone weak behavior. But yeah, so I didn't do nothing that day. I end up telling my friend a little bit once we got to the break room, because like I said, the lights went out. We were going up there to like see how long it was gonna take to get the lights back on and stuff. So yeah, I ended up telling a little bit, but she was actually friends with Cece. I don't know why, but she's actually friends with Cece. So I was telling her, like, the girl bumped me or whatever, and I was just like, you know, if I would have put my hands on her, they probably would have had to call the ambulance up here. Like, stop playing with me. And she was just like, you know, asking me if I think she did it on purpose or if she did it on accident. And, you know, I was just like, you know, girl, I was like, I don't know. I knew she did it on purpose, but a little bit, she a little, not even a little bit, she is naive. Like, she's really naive. And a little bit, if you ever see this girl, I'm sorry, but you is. But she is naive, and I'm just like, she definitely did it on purpose. Like, it ain't no doubt about it. So I think that happened like on a Tuesday. So Wednesday we got back to work. I was just already thinking to myself like what I was gonna do like that day. I ain't tell nobody but a little bit. I didn't come home and tell my sister. I be telling her everything. I ain't tell her. I didn't tell nobody. So I just sat on it and I was thinking about it. And I was just like, you know what? I'm going to just go confront her tomorrow. And I'm going to ask her, do she want to fight me? Like, I'm going to ask her, do she got a problem? And do she want to fight? Okay, y'all. I had to take a break real quick. But back to what I was saying. So, I decided I was going to confront her the next day. Yeah, that was Wednesday. So, I went to work. I was going to wait till the 8 o'clock meeting. Like, right before the meeting, like, when we walk over there. Because the meeting was, like, over in their area. And we'd just have to walk over there. Because I came to work at 7. Some other people came in at 7. And then we had other people who came in at 8. But yeah, since, you know, everybody didn't get there until 8 o'clock, the meeting won't happen to 8. So I was like, okay, then I'm going to go over there, y'all. I'm telling you, from 7 to 8 o'clock, that whole hour, I wasn't doing nothing but thinking about confronting her. Like, I wasn't thinking about nothing but what I was finna say when I went over there and walked up to her. But when the meeting came, the time didn't feel right. So I was just like, I ain't going to do it right now. So we had the little meeting or whatever. I went back to my work area, and probably like 10-15 minutes later, I was just like, yeah, the time is now. So and mind y'all, when I was going to confront her, I was not trying to fight her. And this probably gonna sound a little contradicting, but just, you know, stay with me, okay? So I was going to go ask her if she had a problem and if she wanted to fight, but I didn't actually want to fight her, but I was ready to fight her if she said yeah. Y'all get me? So when I went over there, I was just like, first of all, I went over there. I didn't get in her face. I would have to walk all the way around to like get in her face. It was like a whole line of racks. So I just like, you know, I was like right here. It was like some racks or whatever right there. And like she was on the other side. So like I wasn't even in a position to fight her. No way. So I went over there and I was like, Cece. I said her name twice. She tried to act like she didn't see me, y'all. I'm literally standing right there and she tried to act like she didn't see me. So she just standing there, she working. So I just stood there. Just like that, waiting on her. So a few seconds later, she finally wanted to act like, oh, now she see me and lift her head up. I asked her, I said, do you got a problem with me because you bumped me yesterday like you want to fight? I said it just like that, y'all. I didn't curse this lady out. I didn't yell at her. I just simply asked her, like, do you got a problem since you bumped me yesterday like you want to fight me? And immediately, y'all, she was just like, oh, you must got the wrong person. You must got me confused with somebody else. I was like, no, it was you. Like, it was you, girl. Stop playing with me. I ain't say all that, but I was just like, no. I said, no, it was you. And she was talking about some, oh, no. I was like, come on, like, why are you lying? Like, why is you lying, girl? Don't try to gaslight me right here in this moment and try to act like, oh, I don't know what I saw. I saw what I saw, girl. These eyes work real good, okay? So I was like, no, it was you. And I said, I know y'all don't like me because, like I said, if y'all watch the last story time, I'm telling you, all the details are in this story. So you might do want to watch the video first. But I was like, I know y'all don't like me, but don't bump me. Like, y'all, I kept it real simple. Like, real simple. Like, to me, it wasn't hostile, but I guess. So, like, when I say I'm a nice person, y'all, I really am nice. And, like, I was still even being nice in my confrontation. Like, honestly, because I could have just dragged her. I could have dragged her the day before when she bumped me, but I didn't. So, anyway, she was just like, well, let's go talk to Shell. That's the boss. I don't like her either. And it was like a situation that I told you I was going to do the other story time about just the week before with this other lady in my job who I was finna put my hands on. And I had to get away from her. And she went and told the bosses. And they was trying to like, oh, they wanted me to, I had to go talk to the boss first. And then they always trying to get, you know, I ain't going to tell y'all too many details. But I had to go talk to the boss. I didn't even want to talk to her then. Like, I don't like this lady. So, as soon as she said, let's go talk to Shell, I was just like, I don't want to talk to Shell. I'm talking to you. And, like, that's why I got to, like, moving my hands. I was just like, I don't want to talk to her. I'm talking to you. Like, no, like, I'm not finna go talk to no, I'm talking to you. Why we need to get somebody else in there? I don't care if she is the boss. Why do we need to talk to her? If you got a problem with me, let me know. I'm coming to ask you. You want to get involved in that other stuff that didn't have nothing to do with you, and then you want to bump me. So what's your problem? I know she got a problem, but I just was like, let me just ask her and see what she say. And she want to act like it's not her. Okay, girl. Okay.
Pussy.
So as soon as she said, let's go get the boss, and I said what I said after that, I walked off. Like, cause she started walking off like she was finna go get her. Girl, I'm not finna talk to her. So I walked off and I went back to my work area. Cause like, I ain't did nothing, y'all. Like, I went back over there like I ain't do nothing. I ain't tell nobody what I was going to do. The lady that I was working with that day, I had told her I would be back. She probably thought I was going to the bathroom. I went over there and started some whole mess. So I seen another one of our bosses come over to the area. I thought she was gonna come over there and like talk to me or something, but she didn't even say nothing, y'all. A whole hour went past. We went to our first break and everything. Nobody said nothing, but I knew low key that, you know, something was gonna happen at some point. So yeah, eventually the lady, not the boss shell, but this other lady, we just gonna call her, we gonna give her a name because this is the only part she gonna be in. She ended up coming over to the table and she told me to go meet the boss shell by the double doors. So I go over there, I meet her, and she takes me to the HR office. And so now I gotta tell them what happened. So I told them the whole story, but like I was like giving her like, y'all, then when I go to HR, because I got the job through a temporary service, they have to call the people at the place that I work with to have them on the phone while they talk to me, since basically I'm not their employee. I just work there through the company that I applied with. So this is my second time now going in this office and having to do this. So, oh my God, y'all, if y'all hear the rain, I'm sorry, it's raining. So yeah, y'all, so I go in the office, I sit down, I tell them the story beginning to end, and I was just like telling them, like, cause she was like asking me all this stuff ain't gonna be in order, y'all, but anyways, she was asking me questions like, you know, why did I like go up to her and like tell nobody, or certain stuff like that she was asking me. And I told her like, okay, like last time I came to HR, I don't feel like nothing had happened for real. Like I told, like, this lady walked up to my whole car after work, like she really wanted to fight me. Like her words was hostile to me. Like when I confronted her, I don't feel like I was hostile, because like I said, I just asked her a question. When the other lady walked up to my car, she was talking about it's gonna be like that. I'm just, what it's gonna be like? You ready to fight right now or what? And I don't know, if y'all feel like my little confrontation to her was hostile, comment down below and let me know. I just really feel like I was nice. I really do feel like I was nice with it. She bumped me. I could have just beat her up.
Like, I've been more than nice to her ass. I was nice for not fighting her ass. I was nice for not whooping her ass.
Anyway, so y'all was just telling her I don't feel like nothing had really got resolved last time, so why would I, like, no. So she was just like, well, just because someone come to HR about something, you know, that don't mean the person gonna be immediately fired, which, you know, I understood that. But she came up to my whole car. Y'all got cameras, and they work. I know they do. Or maybe they don't. I don't know. But like, do y'all not got cameras? Can y'all not see? Like, she literally came into my whole car knocking on my window. Like, come on. It took her to get into, and I'm talking about Isabella, by the way, from the last story. It took her to get into an altercation with Doja for both of them to end up getting fired. So yeah. And I felt like I was finna get fired too. I low-key felt it coming. They ain't fired me immediately, like when I first was like had my meeting in there with HR, but I low-key felt it coming. Y'all, the HR lady, well, oh wait, I missed a whole part. What really had made me mad, like when I was in HR, because when I went there this time, I just was not having it, because that first situation with Isabella and all them had already happened. People had already been doing other little like slick stuff, you know, like being haters and stuff. Just, you can tell when somebody is miserable and when somebody is a hater, and it was a lot of them hating and miserable. So yeah, And then the other situation, like I said, I'm gonna tell this story next. The other situation had just happened where last week I was just ready to put my hands on somebody, and then now she gonna actually bump me. By this point, I'm fed up. And then when my boss Cheryl took me to HR, she came into the office with me. Last time I went to HR, I was in there by myself. Mind y'all, like I said, I don't like this lady. So when I had to tell my story with her in a room, I was kind of mad because why is she here? Honestly, like, why is she here? Then while I'm talking and telling my story, she making faces over there to the side, and then like when the meeting first started, she was on her phone and ended up playing some music out loud. Like, you just being annoying, like you being a disturbance, and I don't understand why you in here right now. Like, honestly, I don't. And then when I was like telling her, because like I said, y'all, when I told them the last story with Isabella and all them, I told them all the details, and I told her about the lady CC. I told her about what she did. I told them about her calling herself troublemaker. So I already told y'all about this lady before. So don't act like it's a surprise when it's a situation later on down the line. So when I was like reiterating the fact that, you know, she called herself troublemaker, this is that, blah blah blah, my boss over there making a face like, this woman don't go telling everybody in the rat house she called herself troublemaker. I'm just like, this is not new news. It's not new. It's not new. And you know this. So don't try to act like you don't. They really got on my nerves. So the HR lady, y'all, she asked me if I ever heard of premeditated murder. I'm like, no, she not. Trying to compare what I did to a premeditated murder. She really did, y'all. She really did. So she like, you know, like this happened yesterday, right? So you went home and you thought about it and then you came back the next day. I'm like, yeah, I did. I'm like, honestly, I didn't tell her this. But I was just like, honestly, my best bet was to go home and think about it. Because if I would have reacted how I wanted to in that moment, it wasn't going to be nothing but straight hands. Like, I would have just, y'all, she got these long braids. They half blonde and half burgundy. All I was thinking about was dragging her to the ground by them braids and just, like, I was gonna go in on her. It wasn't gonna be no talking. It wasn't gonna be a discussion. It wasn't gonna be no, oh, let me go tell the boss. I was gonna knock her out, and it was just gonna be the end of it. And I definitely would have been fired then. I really didn't even want the little job, y'all, but you know, I was trying to keep it. Why? I don't really know. I mean, because I get tired of switching jobs because everywhere I go, it's always a hater. Somebody's always mad. It's crazy. But yeah, I'm just like, it was my best bet and y'all best bet, her best bet, that I went home and thought about it and didn't react in that moment. Yeah, so call it premeditated or whatever. I didn't touch her. Everybody should be happy. I feel like everybody should have just been happy. Like, like she should have just counted her blessings that I didn't drag her when she bumped me. Anyways, so yeah. She wanted to compare that to premeditated murder. I'm just like, are you serious right now? And like, the way I'm telling y'all the story and like what she said and what I said, I told them verbatim like what happened. Because one thing about me, I ain't no liar. I'm gonna tell the story exactly how it is. And I think I ended up telling them like, it's just giving jealousy. Like, cause what is these people problem with me? Like, why is she bumping me? Why do these other people got a problem with me? Like, what is all of y'all's issue here? Like, y'all are crazy. Like, what? And so, what else did she say? It wasn't too much she said to irritate me, but that premeditated murder definitely stuck out. And when she was saying, like, oh, they don't fire people just because, you know, we come in there and say something, because, you know, people could be making up lies or whatever. I just simply, I didn't care.
Like, I'm supposed to care.
Oh, another thing that had irritated me too, like she kept asking me if I had like a witness or if anybody saw her bump me. And I told her, I don't know if anybody saw. Like, once she bumped me, I don't know if I had told her this, but once she bumped me, like I said, y'all, I was staring at the back of her head. I wasn't looking at nowhere else, nobody else, nothing else. I was looking at the back of her head, thinking about grabbing her by them braids and dragging her to the ground. That's all I was thinking about. That's all I was thinking about. And when she didn't turn around and say nothing, I chuckled to myself and I went on about my day. Because I laugh at weak people. You're weak.
You're a pussy ass hoe, so you really don't matter anyway.
So, yeah. So I was just telling her, like, I don't know. Like, people was up there, the people in our work area, but I don't know. Like, my thing is, if you want to know that bad, go ask them yourself. I don't know if anybody was looking. Like, she kept asking me, like, are you sure? Like, I was like, I can't lie. And she was just like, well, I'm not trying to, tell you the lie, but what you want me to do? You keep asking me the same question, and I don't got a different answer for you. I don't know if anybody saw it. So, like, I don't know, and I really don't care, y'all. I'm trying to fight for that job. Like I said, I didn't want to be there no way. So, nah, I don't know, and I don't care if anybody saw it. And guess what? If I could go back and do it again and confront her again, I would do it again. Yeah, I ain't tell her that, but that's what I was thinking in my head. And I'm pretty sure it was coming off in my energy when I was telling the story. Because like I said, y'all, I was fed up and I just did not care. I never do. Really. So... if you seen any of my other story times, you know I never really care. I don't care. I don't. So yeah. They had irritated me. I'm just like, girl, I don't got a witness. If I had one, I would have said that. Like, I don't care if anybody saw it or if they didn't. I saw it. And for me, that's enough. I'm just like, I don't care if nobody else saw it. Like, I was there. I know what happened. I felt her bump me. I looked. I seen her. She bumped me. Period. Like, that's it. Like, I don't care. So, yeah. I'm trying to think of, like, anything else that they had said during the meeting. Oh, my boss. She wanted to bring up the fact of the last situation that happened with the other lady. Talking about, yeah, like that situation had just happened and like she didn't really want to talk to nobody. Like she didn't want to talk it out. She didn't want to. What is there for me to talk about? Like, what? I can't tell you too many details, like I said, because I'm gonna say that for a separate story. But I just feel like she had no reason to bring that up in that situation. Like, what was your reason to bring up the fact that a situation happened and I didn't want to talk about it? So I told you, and she was trying to act like I didn't really tell her like what had happened. And I'm just like, I told you what happened. It was no need for me to go and sit down and talk to this lady. Like, it was no need for all of that. So now I don't want to talk. And they, like I said, I'm gonna say them details for the other story. The last thing that had irritated me in that meeting too, they kept bringing up this lady named Sylvia. Sylvia and Cece were like this. I don't know if they was related or if they were just like real good friends or something like that. But they would always be together for every break, lunch, 15-minute break, all the time. They were always together. And they kept bringing Sylvia up. And I was just like, well, do you have any problems with Sylvia? Blah, 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 blah. How does she treat you? I'm like, what this got to do with her bumping me? I'm like, what did she come in here and say? Like, I didn't even ask them. And I'm pretty sure they won't go tell me what she said. No way. But I'm just like, what the hell do Sylvia got to do with it? Like, Sylvia ain't got nothing to do with that. The only reason why I didn't like Sylvia is because I felt like she was a low-key hater too. But, I never had a problem with Sylvia. Like, Sylvia wasn't doing stuff to me. I felt like Sylvia used to mess up the labels because she used to have to print the labels out for us, to do our job. I felt like she used to mess the labels up on purpose. And that was the only issue I really had with Sylvia. But I never told it, like, to her face, like, nothing like that. Like, I didn't care. I didn't care about Sylvia. I don't care about none of them. Like I said before, I don't care. But I'm just like, Sylvia was the least of my concern. So why she being brought up in this moment? Like, I didn't understand it. So I'm just like, y'all, I don't even got no words because I just don't even know. Like, I just don't even know. So once the meeting was over, that's pretty much it, y'all. Anything else that happened don't really matter. So that was pretty much it. I went back to my work area. The other boss that I mentioned earlier, she came and ended up getting me a little bit later on, I think, like after lunch, so I could write a statement or whatever. Wrote my little statement, went back to my work area, and then they came and got me again. I'm just like, I'm tired of this. Like, I'm tired of this. Like, I'm over it at this point, okay? Like, I mean, I was already over, but I'm really over it now. This is y'all third time coming to get me. What do y'all want to do? So this third time when they came and got me, the man from my the company that I got the job through was there. When he first came in, I didn't even recognize him because, you know, I don't go up to the place. I just went there to get the job. But eventually I ended up like remembering who he was. And they was just saying that basically my boss was there too, the lady Shell. They was in there and they was talking about how, you know, basically like they could have me going up to confront people or whatever. I don't remember their exact words because like I said, at that point, y'all, I didn't care. And she said she was gonna need my badge. I was just like, girl, you just need the badge or you need the whole thing. Y'all know like the string that your badge be on and stuff. I'm like, you just want the badge or you want the whole thing? Like, cause I'm ready to go. Like like I know they was just like, whoa. I just did not care. Like, them folks knew I didn't care. Like, I'm pretty sure they knew I didn't care. Oh, one thing I forgot. Before that happened, we was going to clock out for lunch. Y'all, this is the week after I had just dyed my hair black and blonde before I put the pink in it. And it, like I said, y'all, mind y'all, it's Wednesday. So I'm pretty sure the team lead knew what happened. She was also another one of them people that I just didn't really trust her. Like, I never had a extra problem with this woman, but she was all with, you know, the other people. So I never did trust her. And so this day, Wednesday, after you to see me all week, when we at the time clock for lunch, she wants to say, oh, Deidre, I like your hair. Y'all, girl can punch you just for being, just cause, like, girl, like, it's a Wednesday. You to see me all week, and now after I confront somebody and everybody acting oh so scary, acting like I did something so wrong, now you want to try to give me a compliment. Girl, bye. 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 I think they just so pussy, like, oh my God. Anyways. So yeah, the man told me, like, asked me, like, you know, did I drive there? And I was just like, yeah. And he was telling me, you know, just come and meet him at the office. I'm like, okay, cool. So I went and I met him at the office, and he was just like, you know, he heard, you know, everybody else's side or whatever. And he was like, he want to hear my side of the story from me directly. So I told him everything that happened from that first situation when I got there to the other situation I didn't tell y'all to this situation. Like, I told him everything. Like I said, when I tell a story, I ain't finna have telling. I'm finna tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. Okay, right hand on the Bible. Like, I'm gonna tell the whole truth. So I told him everything that had happened, and he was just like, wow. Like, he was like, when he seen who I was, he was just like, he kind of automatically knew that, I guess, like, whatever they were saying wasn't, like, he wasn't really feeling it. So I was just like, yeah. One thing I do like about men, they be knowing. They be knowing some things. Like, come on, like, I'm not, another thing, y'all, I'm not a hater. If somebody is pretty, I'm gonna say they pretty, like, period. Somebody look good, dress good, whatever, hair looks nice, makeup look good, I'm gonna say it. Those people who was hating at my job were old and ugly, bitter, miserable, angry, mad. Like, they just was not cute at all. Like, it wasn't giving. They were not giving at all. And I don't like working with ugly people because, like, a lot of people already be ugly on the inside, but when you ugly on the inside and the outside, that makes it like 10 times worse because you just like too mad for me. Like, you too insecure. You doing a little bit too much. The pretty girls that's ugly on the inside, you know, sometimes they'll do a little less. But those people who ugly on the in and out, everybody I had a problem with at that job, y'all, was 40 plus. 40 plus. I'm gonna insert that little TikTok I seen that I remade, because I'm just like, baby, y'all are way too old for this. Way too old for this, okay?
These bitches too fucking old to be acting like this. She almost 40, acting like a little bitch.
So let me hurry up before my phone died. So yeah, I finished telling him the whole story, and he was just like, I know he was really like cracking up on the inside, because y'all, he was just like, oh man, he was like, don't pull a pistol out on him, like, don't do him too bad, don't do him bad. I was just like, I'm like, look, oh my God, I was tripping because, like, y'all, like I said, y'all, I was irritated. I was fed up, like, with the whole thing. I was tripping off of his little comments because I'm just like, I really was, like, finna drag her. Like, I was ready to drag all them folks, really. So, yeah, he was just like, well, I don't see why not we can't, place you somewhere else, get you another job, and, yada, yada, yada. So, I'm like, period. Y'all, I end up getting a new job starting the next day, so I didn't miss no money. I'm making way more money than I was at that job. I'm in a building that has air conditioning, because that place did not have no air conditioning, y'all. Like, it just had fans. I was working at a warehouse. This place got air conditioning. The environment is way better. It just feels so much better. Like, I literally got an upgrade. Like, I got an upgrade. I kid you not. Like, tell me you guys' favorite. Tell me you guys' favorite, okay? Because period. Because the next story that I'm gonna tell y'all about this next lady, I was really finna quit the job right then and there. And then I was like, okay, well, I'm gonna finish after week and then I'm gonna quit. But I just stayed for, like I said, whatever reason, I just stayed. And that situation ended up happening. I ended up confronting this lady, and I had never done it before, because like I said, I always try to be nice, be cool, and keep stuff just cordial. But me, like, I don't like when people try to be nice nasty, because I hate to say it again, y'all, because I really don't like when people keep saying like what they is, but I really am a nice person. So I'm not gonna be nice nasty with you. I'm either going to be nice or it's about to get nasty. Like, and I feel like I need to work on it, like trying to find like a middle ground when people are being like disrespectful, but they doing it in a passive aggressive way. I feel like I really got to find a middle ground on how to deal with them type of people, y'all, because it's either I'm going to be nice, I'm going to try to keep my cool because I want to knock you out, or I'm going to just knock you out. And like, luckily I haven't got to the point where I just ain't went in on nobody. But yeah, I'm like, in the future I probably would handle the situation differently, especially like at a place like this job where I'm making more money. I like the environment and stuff like that. Like, if somebody was to come try to do some stuff like that, I would go about it a different way. But that's because I actually like where I'm at now. Like, I like the job, I like my boss, and guess what, she's a beautiful lady, a beautiful older lady. And yeah, like, as soon as I got there, she was just like, like, it's like a drama-free place. She don't tolerate disrespect. She don't let people disrespect each other. It's just like, she was just like, she like peace. She like peace, and she just, she knows how to be a boss. You know what I mean? So I was just like, I like this. It's one lady there. It's one lady who trying me. She trying me. It might be a story time about her. She keep on. But, yeah, she trying me. But I'm just like, I'm not going to let her get under my skin. If it gets to the point where I feel like I'm going to knock her out, I'm going to go ahead and say something to somebody. I don't know why I said that twice. But I'm like, I'm going to go ahead and pull my boss to the side and tell her about the lady. But I think my boss don't even like the lady for real, because just yesterday, she was like, the lady was behind her talking about something. Like, she was looking at me and she like made some type of face. And I'm just like, yeah, we here. Like, I did not like that lady. Like, anyways. But yeah, y'all. So I feel like I just really gotta learn how to, like I said, find that middle ground, find that balance on how to deal with people. But other than that, I don't regret it, and I would do it all over again the exact same way. Like, I would. And that's the end of my story. I don't think I missed anything. Comment down below. Let me know y'all thoughts on the story, how y'all would have handled it. And yeah, make sure that y'all like the video. Make sure that y'all subscribe and hit the bell so y'all know when I post. I was so ready to tell this story, y'all. So ready to tell this story. Also, y'all, the city is just crazy. Like, city is crazy. Like, I was gonna go to like the park where I always go to, like, to tell my little stories, y'all, but I ain't even want to leave the house. So I'm like sitting in my driveway telling this story, because y'all, if y'all seen it, like, people just going around shooting up the city. Like, I don't know if I had just said that or not, but I live in Memphis. People just going around shooting people, killing people for no reason. Like, I was scared to go to the gas station, y'all. Like, I called my dad. I was just like, Dad, look, just stay on this phone in case I get shot today. Like, Jesus. Anyways, y'all, I got my gas. I got my little errands. I got my groceries in. I just told this the story. And I'm gonna go in the house and edit this and post it because I was supposed to post this for y'all yesterday, but like I said, all that crazy had happened and nah. But I'll see y'all in my next video.
Hello?